Good morning, rise and grind. It's time again for another Wake and Bake with the Growskis. I'm Skillbo1, as always, joined by Sequence, Dankman Dan, and Tara Wilson. What's going on, guys? What's up, chat?
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am excited for the Wake and Bake show. We've been doing a little bit of pre-chat. Morning, Dan. Morning, Tara. Morning, Skillbo. Morning, chat.
Good morning.
Cool to see the green names in chat. Without our prompting, we have Growskis join the. What do we call it now? We should call it the Brotherhood. Growskis joined the Brotherhood. Growskis on YouTube. So thank you for that. Let's get to it. We were talking a little bit about our outdoor and stuff, Dan, because the flowers are switching from veg to flower right now because of the light cycle outside. And I wanted to talk a little bit about those changes and stuff that plants are going through. Does anyone else have outdoor plants right now?
Yeah, I got 2 Spartan glue outside.
Have you been able to check on yours much, Skillbo?
I haven't been back in a week, so I'm not sure yet what's going on there.
Oh, okay, but that's pretty recent though,
considering.
I used to grow, let's say hypothetically, I used to grow in places that weren't mine, and I wouldn't check my plants a lot, and you never really get to know what the hell happens.
No, then all your surprises are hopefully pleasant.
Almost never, dude.
Back in the Gorilla Grow days, I have a story. One time during Prohibition, we had a plot out by the river up north here, and one of my partners, I went to check on them, and unfortunately the sting operation had got them, and they had left a business card that said, "Sorry, we missed you" on it. Grows. So yeah.
Sorry we missed you. That's awful.
Yeah, but you know what, man? There were some badass wasps there that were in these stumps, and I knew about the wasps, so I got stung every time we went out there. So I know that them guys got lit up. This was back before they had trail cam days and shit.
Okay, I was gonna say nowadays that's the concern with that is trail cams, them just setting them up and waiting and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, how far we've come.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
Well, now it's nice. We don't got to worry about that.
No.
You just throw plants in our giant greenhouses and rock and roll, Dan.
That's it, man. We just put one, fill the whole greenhouse.
You probably can. You're watering with cocoa, and cocoa's the best. So.
Yeah, it's a very thirsty plant outside in that cocoa, and man, if I'm not on top of the water, and she'll droop right down quick, especially on these warmer days, you know.
Ours are starting to droop.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm pushing 7 gallons right now. So
ours are in 45s, getting about 5 gallons a day, and they're starting to droop now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to really up it up. Cheers, chat.
Okay, so before we went live, we were talking about Dan. He was running outside. He had a big pair of loppers in his hand. He was ready to take it all down.
I was, man. Yesterday, I was doing my leaf strips on my veg, and just pulling out the plants, checking them out. I'm seeing some activity going on in my pots, which is very, very unusual, you know. So I'm starting to freak out. I did some research and realized that that's just springtails, which is totally beneficial bug and not to worry about. But yeah, I mean, when you see something you're unfamiliar with, it can really set panic mode. And I was willing to lose it all yesterday for a brief moment.
So I don't know about you. Sorry, I don't know about you, Dan, but in my greenhouse, I see a different bug just about every day. Not necessarily all bad ones. Definitely not all bad ones. Seen like variations of everything. And now we have screens over the windows and stuff. But have you seen like different bugs all the time? I've taken pictures of I purposely took a picture of every bug that I recognized for the first time. So I have like maybe 25 different bug pictures from the greenhouse this summer.
I do see some bugs in there, but those bugs, because we have other vegetation going on in the greenhouse, they tend to gravitate towards those plants. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of nice. Actually, we got some peas. We're kind of just letting them die off and look kind of, bug worthy. So, yeah, man, we're not seeing any real pests on top of the cannabis itself, except for some, leaf hoppers and stuff.
Yeah, because you have the roof panels that open up.
Mhm.
So basically, you are at the mercy of whatever's flying around your neighborhood, right?
Right on, right on. And like I said, we're raised up off the ground with a treated deck, so we may get a spare ant or two that comes through, but we treated around the place for that. But yeah, mostly, I mean, I really don't see a lot of bugs inside. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate.
If you don't see stuff like aphids or mites, and like you're fine.
No mites, no aphids.
Yeah.
Dude, aphids have torn up my roses, man.
Yeah.
I'm like afraid to even go by them when I'm mowing the lawn and shit these days.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
So like, we use we just there's a question in the chat that said, do you keep ladybugs or green lacewings in the greenhouse? And it just took me off track real quick. But we naturally got lacewings, Growskis, because we had a minor thrip thing in the greenhouse, and lacewings are in there now chewing on the thrips. We also bought $250 in plant therapy, and that worked pretty good on the thrips. Would recommend.
Yeah, and actually, I'm going to go through today and do an IPM, some plant therapy on my plants with the plant therapy this time.
Now, when you say $250 worth of plant therapy, are you saying that you used $250 or you purchased $250?
No. Yeah, so that's like the greenhouse scale bucket we bought, the biggest container they sell. So I just priced it out. If you buy it in the containers like I usually buy, like the 12-ounce ones or whatever, you're probably paying like 6 times as much. So you just got the big jar.
I think the bottles we get are, relatively small, 12 ounces, and I think we pay like $56 for here.
Right. And the gallon is $250.
And I use that at 2 tablespoons per gallon. Now, do you add any alcohol when you treat for thrips?
I do. I haven't done it in the greenhouse because I can't find alcohol, but I do indoors if I ever, like, usually if I spray plant therapy and veg. Shout out to Spartan Grown. He's the one that put me onto that. I had thrips in the greenhouse, or not in the greenhouse, in the veg, and I used some plant therapy, and it didn't work as well. And I used it with alcohol, and it worked like 5 times better. So would definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
Does it tell you on the package how much to add, or is this just some additive that you're doing?
I guess I should have told you the ratio, huh?
Yes.
Spartan instructed me to go 1-to-1. So like I use 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon to 1 gallon. So make it really easy. So if you're making 5 gallons of water, you just use 5 tablespoons plant therapy, 5 tablespoons alcohol.
Now, is that a 91 or a 71 or?
I use 90%. Yeah.
Okay.
I doubt it matters that much.
But 90, if available, would be your choice, right?
Bearded Farms asks, I use plant therapy weekly. Is that bad? I would say no. I would recommend, if you have a problem, I'd recommend using it like every other day. Just
Or
to not
alternating. 1 week use your plant therapy. Next week we'll use Dr. Zyme. So I'll alternate your IPM therapy.
Yep, alternating products is really good. Just be careful because plant therapy is an oil product. So don't use any sulfur stuff.
Or you will burn, daddy, burn.
So what are you guys puffing on this morning?
I did a dab of the Growskis hash rosin, pineapple Thai, sour strawberry, very good. And now I need to roll a joint of something. Do you want to recommend? Snow Cane number 5 is in front of me.
I had some of that I was looking at earlier, but I told that 420 wife we wouldn't smoke any of the cannabis collected from the event unless we're together.
I've got a bunch of it I got to take pictures of. Do you remember what letter you were?
Oop, never asked.
I should tell you.
I don't
I
mind.
haven't looked where you scored. Maybe you got last.
Probably did, but it's no matter.
Just kidding.
You're not first or last, right?
Ann and I didn't
Skill
care.
bus muted.
No, man.
Oh, you guys are just the best, man. You transitioned like late in the grow off toward onto the show and stuff, and maybe that made you take the grow off a little bit differently, but we really appreciate you guys entering, and you did a good job.
Thanks. We had a great time, and I know I did, and I know Tara did, so I'll speak for you too, Tara. But I know we had a great time and met some really great people, you know. And I said this time and time again, but man, I met some lifelong friends. So
100%.
Hope so.
How can you not win with that?
I know, it was a great weekend. I'm smoking on actually the winning grow off bud.
No, shout out to Michigan Medicated for that.
Shout out to Michigan Medicated.
You guys ever get a chance, viewers, come hang out with us. Like, it's a good time. We really want to be friends with you guys.
Yeah, it's a chill time, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm smoking on this morning is the grow off. Which one was this? It was H. So H is good. Whoever grew H, nice fucking work.
I am smoking on some Black Cherry Gorilla.
I did that on Monday, sir.
Nice.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's turning out not too bad. I've been finding myself going to it more and more. Should have kept a clone.
The last joint I smoked last night was your Crescendo, Dan. I should talk about that on air. That was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
I think it's better than mine.
I got clones of it if you'd like to. We're getting ready to flip some into flower here in the next 4 days, I think.
I guess I'll smoke some of mine since it's sitting here and I just trashed on it.
I've had
Dan's Crescendo. I've had Birdwatcher's White OG. I've had Narwhal's Blueberry Widow.
Oh, that is something.
I've had
special.
Well, yeah, you yesterday kind of nailed it when you said that it held its flavor throughout the J. So.
Oh my gosh, that is when I was cutting it up. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, oh my gosh, smell this, man. This is phenomenal. I mean, it is heavy blueberry terps, and yeah, man, it was a real cerebral high. It was a very quality herb, and thank you, Norwal, for sharing that with me, man. It was great. I didn't mean to cut you off, Skilbo, but I got excited when you mentioned it.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about. Get excited for the smoke. Yeah, man. That's all I can say to that.
I cut you off and you lost track of thought. Oh, yeah, it was really good smoke, Norwal. Really good.
I was really digging the purple cake that Tommy Trichomes brought. I haven't smoked that yet. I'm still sitting on it, but the smell off of it is fantastic.
And I must say, Tommy brought quite a variety of cannabis with him to the event. Every jar he pulled out was top shelf. Every jar.
Cake. Yeah, I have his ice cream cake. I haven't gotten to try it yet, but he gave me made sure I got a bud of that one.
Tommy and we actually stay at the same hotel, and after the show, or I'm sorry, not the show, but that grow off, we came back to the hotel or whatever, and we ended up meeting outside the parking lot after we washed up or whatnot, and we smoked some Doc's Zookies, man, and that was some great medicine too. Great.
A lot of the better growers that I know, like smoke Zookies as their personal medicine. So like Doc, Wolverine Grown says Zookies is his favorite strain. So
Doc's is fire, man.
It will be at the garden.
Yeah.
It will be.
Did you get a clone of it?
No, but I'm after it really big.
No, but I'm going out with some scissors and getting something off that outside.
I already told him last night. I was
careful,
like,
Doc. She's got your address.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
No, that
was your first mistake.
Really
Cheers,
good.
Red Setter Farm.
Oh, you know what, man? I had the best time, man. Red was the ultimate party dude this weekend, along with Tara and M2 and Finger Lakes Finest. Yo,
I don't know how Red does it. He's never asleep.
Nope.
He's in the chat at like 4 a.m, and then he's in the chat at 6 a.m, and then he's in the chat at 8 a.m, and then he's in the chat all day.
He's a go-getter. I sleep like a bat, he said.
Count Regula.
I like it.
I got the pleasure of seeing his garden over the weekend, and very impressive. Just a very nice kind of quiet.
Flows. It flows.
It really does. That's the word. It just flows. I mean, yeah, man.
Peace and tranquility can be found in the garden.
Rolling up with the elements.
Yeah, they're the only king size. Well, the only papers I have on my desk that I can see. So I'm in for a king size.
Ooh, we like the king size in the morning.
Crescendo. See, I get these big ass king size. You see this paper? It's like the size of like a, I don't know.
The Titanic?
Yeah, like a king size sheet. And you can roll giant joints. So let's see. I'll try to roll a good one while we're on the show here.
Well, I've never seen you roll a bad joint.
Ooh, let's talk about the Mac and Han Solo burger, since we're talking about sequence rolling up some fire.
I think I walked up on that joint.
That you came up on
Twice.
the cool kids table for that, dude.
Twice. I came up, hit it once, left, associated with some other people out front, came back for the second hit.
We Spartan busted out the pack, the Mitten Canico package, and anytime that happens, we all sit down and try to get some of that. And it was the Han Solo burger this time, and I rolled up 2 joints of the Han Solo burger, and I was like, we got to mix this with the Mac. So I busted out Spartan's Mac 1 and did the combo joint, and Dan walked up to that. I think quite a few people got to try that because we were all sitting down. Yeah, we were all sitting down prior to the judging when we did that.
Yeah, that was like when everybody first kind of got there and doing their initial haze and whatnot.
Their initial haze. I like
one of my favorite things was watching Norwal just be zoned the fuck out. He was like a goldfish sleeping with his eyes open. He wasn't a coma guy. He was just like, oh fuck.
That's because he showed up and he was all kilted out, and we had to Dank Man dab him up before he went in the back. So yeah, he was all dabbed out.
Spinning somebody around real fast in a circle 4 times and pushing them.
Boom, boom.
I've got the combination of all combinations. So Doc recommended his Zookies, which I am like babying this like I did the Divine Storm of Dan's. I mean, I'm like holding on to this for dear life. So he said to take this and a little bit of Red's Earth OG. Holy shit.
It mix nice together?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Makes my nightcap just ching. Perfect. 100%.
Dro is in the chat. He was bringing some fire to that shit too, man. Dro grows.
Yeah. He's
got some fire.
You know, I mean, all the growers there are all top notch.
100%.
I felt very honored just to be amongst all them growers, and I was thinking, damn, we grow a lot of cannabis between us, all of us, you know.
Think of how many different strains that you actually smoked that day.
No idea.
A lot.
That was probably the most weed I've ever smoked.
I was talking about it with Fresh Cut. I was like, how cool is it that we're all, all of us growers are all pheno hunting the stuff that we like or whatever. And we were talking about how cool cannabis is in general, and just how every joint that you get past can be completely different flavor, completely different effect, all of that stuff. And it's all something that somebody really cared about. Somebody spent a lot of time making it. Somebody selected it. And it's really cool that everybody gets a chance to share it with each other when we do these things.
One of the most often repeated things was, who is this? What is this?
Exactly. except for that time when Red handed me the joint, and I guessed what it was immediately.
100%. That's a given.
The
It's
treat.
so good.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah.
He handed me the Citrique. I took one hit of it, and I said, Citrique? He goes, yeah, good job. I said, no, good job.
It's the
Okay.
line, dude.
Now, I'm going to shout out to Porch Farmer. Had some cannabis.
Swamp sticks.
Yeah, that stuff was amazing. I mean,
Yeah, he told me that that's an older strain that's been around for a while too, and I'd never heard of it, never tried it. But that was a really nice hog leg he rolled up, and I even got a little piece of that in a bag too.
it was so resinous.
I missed out on that. Darn.
Oh man, you did too.
Got to be quick, Tara. Got to be quick.
Porch Farmer and I live about 15 minutes from each other, and we've never smoked outside of a grow show event.
Wild. Well, just like Normish Micro and I, we live within, I'd say 10 minutes of each other, and we didn't really hang out until the grow show. So,
Dude, I don't live by anybody. I need a fucking half tank of gas to go see any of you cats. Even more if I was going to see Sarah.
I need a couple tanks of gas to get to see you all.
I know, and
What's
you
the setup? I set
too.
you up with that lob joke there, Sarah, so you could jump on that.
No, it only takes me one tank to get to a couple of yous. Two tanks to Dan.
Two to Dan, because
two to Dan.
Dan is a long fucking way, dude.
Actually, it's two to you also. You're pretty far too.
I'm pretty far?
Yeah,
Skilbo's farther, right? Or no? I'm west.
We're that way, and then Sequence is up, so is Dan. So you guys would probably all be two tankers.
The closest dude I live to is Doc, and luckily I've been going out there every few weeks and having a nice session with him and Cheech. So I get to smoke Zookies and GMO and all that good shit, T-Shy and all those good classic hits.
So is this a friendship kindled from the show, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Right on, man. See, that shit's special, dude.
It is.
I mean, it's strong.
The cool thing is seeing the Growskis that are meeting up outside of like us, no panelists, just two fans of the show that are now friends because they watched the show and found out where they lived or whatever.
Yeah, like cannabis. I've met Grows personally like three times, 4 times. Tara several times too. So yeah, we've had friendships that have been made, and it's real special, this community. Cheers to all you guys in chat. Your way makes up everything.
Well, Tara lives furthest away, and I think I've seen her just about more than anybody besides a panel member and Doc. She's committed, folks. She's committed to it.
Stuff available though. I make it work because I want to see you all, and I don't have anybody here, so I gladly drive to you guys. 100%.
Well, we appreciate your efforts. 100%.
I appreciate
we really do. I wanted to mention Finger Lakes while we were talking about driving distance to come and hang out with us, because that guy's very dedicated to supporting everything that we do and hanging out with us, and definitely being a friend. So big shout outs to Finger Lakes. I know that he's not in the chat right now and he might not even see this, but really special person in our community for sure.
Absolutely.
I met him at the first cup that we went to in the summertime last year. He was at the cup and he messaged me and he was like, "Hey man, are you still around?" I said, "Yeah." So I met him up in like the side parking lot and he dropped this big ass jar on me and was like, "Here, bro, just let me know what you think." I was like, "Hell yeah, man, no problem." He was also at the Growski float, so it's always good to see him again and then to come back through for this. And like I said, he was at the beach house all weekend, so him and the gigantic blunts.
He was a lot of fun, and he was our grow master, and because I have no idea about charcoal, so I was lost there. So he took over that for me, brought us a huge big box from the Amish of veggies and fruit. Very good guy. He was my riding partner. So when we went to Walmart, so a lot of fun. Great guy. And he definitely has a hike. And he's got some great smoke also.
Hell yeah.
I remember from the 4th of July, that was another time we've seen him. There you go. Was it called Wolf Mother? That Wolf
Mhm.
Mother was good.
That and his dark helmet is what really stands out to me. Those two were my real favorites out of what he brought.
Both of those are ocean grown.
I think so.
Sequence smoking it out there.
Ross K, if you want to smoke joints with me, show up at an event. I'll roll as many joints as you'll put weed down. Promise.
He will too.
Oh yeah.
I'll roll here your whole jar, bro.
I can roll fast too. We'll get it done.
Yeah, because they
Not
are
like this,
not skimping on the cannabis in any way.
If you're gonna judge the joints and I'm gonna put them in front of a camera, I take a little bit more time. But this one's got a kink in it. You see that? Right
No.
there.
Blasphemy.
Unacceptable.
Oh. You have to re-roll it now.
But happy to smoke with any of you guys, as long as your flower doesn't have mold on it or something. Not projecting towards anyone, but it could happen.
Name the strain.
Can't see it very good.
No.
Ooh.
It looks like it has little, maybe early foxtails, or maybe those are leaves. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can't tell.
This is my stuff, so it's not trimmed up as good. Yeah, it's that
Primal?
purple.
Platinum purple. I couldn't tell by. I was trying to look at my phone too to see if I could pick it up better.
Shitty lighting here too. Yeah, and the purple kind of faded away as it dried. I mean, it was real dominant purple when it was growing, but
It's very good. Very good.
it is good smoke.
Very good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yes.
I think I've enjoyed everything. I brought home some strawberries and cream. That chilled me out last night. I was in the worst mood when I got home last night. I mean, just shitty. And I smoked a big one of that, and I was like, all right, now I can deal with shit now.
Shout out Red Setter Farm.
Shout out Red Setter Farms. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Great weekend.
We are
We had a
rolling
great
up on
weekend.
6:30 this morning. I see 71 people watching. I just want to say good morning to you.
Chat, thank you.
And hopefully that you were able to smoke right along with us and start your day off right.
Right on.
Beardman Farms asked if we would even smoke with West Siders in West Michigan, and definitely.
West Side. We were talking about that yesterday about having to spread out around the state a little bit more. We've done the Ann Arbor. I've seen a question about if we ever go to A2. We just were there on the float down.
Yeah, we're trying to go everywhere. So we went up to Dan's. We've been east side. We've been kind of in the middle now. So now we're trying to do our next thing over on the west side somewhere.
Cool.
We'll see. But try to be fair to all of the people that support the show. And
it's not about being fair. It's about I want to meet everybody. So
well, yeah, and spread the driving around, so that other people can join us. Not all of us are a Tara, and not all of us are a Dan that can drive a lot of hours. Or
yeah.
No, I'm fortunate to be able to do what I'm able to do, and I'm very thankful. So I
figure a lot of these people have families and stuff that they have to, adjust for and plan ahead. So
mine doesn't want me anymore, so that's why I'm available. Mine are, older, and I just
we're getting some awesome tips in there. Let's go to Georgia, let's go to Hawaii. Where else do you want us to go?
Well,
hey, I'm a Falcons fan. I'll go down to Georgia. Give me a spot to stay.
The last time that I had a session in Georgia was on 420 of last year. So shout out to Georgia.
I'll come to Georgia. I want to see that stadium. They won't let me in, but I'll walk around it.
Walk around in Honolulu blue.
Oh, I've got Falcons jerseys right behind me, man. I'm a big fan.
Don't you have a Falcons dab tool? Or is that one of the ones you broke?
I might have. I think I did break it, actually. I have jerseys. I have coffee cups. I'm a Lions fan and a Falcons fan. So.
Oh, man. Cheech is talking about let's get a bus. Can you imagine a big smoke bus? We'd have all the windows down.
That would be badass.
Out of there, man.
We'd be breaking all kinds of balls.
I hear Atlanta sucks to drive in anyway. I'm not surprised.
It does.
Nobody down there in Atlanta.
It's horrible. And the airport sucks too.
Yeah. I've heard that Atlanta has the worst like highway traffic in the country.
It's rough if you've never been on I-75 in Atlanta during
85.
rush hour.
You gotta go around that shit, man. 285, all that stuff. He was saying he was in Savannah. I wasn't down in Savannah. Savannah is like breathing through a fucking wet washcloth, though, apparently, with the humidity and shit that y'all get, right?
Chicha says the people think that the bus is on fire.
Yeah, man.
Why the fire department didn't show
Means
up
we're doing
week.
it right.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Look at that. We just had two Growskis figure out that they live really close to each other.
That's awesome.
Boom.
Sure, man.
Weird. Like, we haven't done that a bunch of times. Look at that. Dan found a paper smaller than his fingernail.
I wasn't even showing it off. I was trying to read the chat, and inadvertently they got in the way.
I thought you took like 1.25 inches and cut it in half.
No, this is 1.25 inches. It's
So I got to shout out Michigan Medicated for this. I'm still token on this, and I really can't roll joints, but this is an absolutely perfectly burning joint. Great high, all around. Great taste. She's awesome. Among just throw off.
She did a great job.
She's got great flower. I mean, just all around. I have not had one thing that I've been unhappy with at all, or even, I mean, every one of them are great and frosty and good body, and just and she makes great rosin too. She has some rock candy rosin right now. Wow. The smell off of it is just so potent.
Oh, I wish I would have gotten to smell that.
Oh, well, she brought that to the beach house, so I don't know if it lasted.
Makes sense.
You could
I
have
didn't
smelled
get to smoke any of M2's cannabis.
Oh, bro, you missed out. You got to get the bride.
She was at my table.
Oh, that
It's
stinks.
your damn fault.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm like, hey, where's your weed? She's like, it's in my car. I'm like, go get your weed.
Hey, go get
She
your
left, and
stuff.
I never seen her since.
I asked her to roll a bridezilla before we left, and so she rolls me 2. Well, one of them was to smoke, and then one of them was for later. So when I get back to the beach house for the later one, it's like this big. It's like huge. I mean, we're all looking at this thing going, what the fuck? Where did this come from? You know, because the other one wasn't that big. So we were like, what the hell? She's a boss.
Right.
Shout out Michigan Medicated. She's pretty freaking awesome.
Very, very humble. Very extremely humble.
Very
Be
much
proud
so.
of what you did, and
that's what I told her.
I'm very thankful to have met you.
Huge accomplishment, and she's pretty competitive. I'm not that competitive at all, and I love that about her. She's got a fierceness in her that's pretty fucking cool, and it was really awesome to be able to experience this with her. And I mean, I sat right across from her I was crying. She was trying not to cry, and I was crying for her because I could not believe, that she did it. So it was a great fucking weekend.
Tara's over there fangirling.
We've got all that on video, guys.
I totally am.
All I got to say is I called it out in the beginning because she grows with nectar for the gods, and I said a nectar grower will win this competition.
You did say that.
I did.
That's funny. You're probably talking about you, though, weren't you?
No. Well, maybe, but I'm just proud. I'm proud of nectar. Well, I came into this competition, came in one way and left another. So
sure did.
I'm happy wherever I place. I'm ecstatic just to be like I said, sitting at the table with all them good growers and smoking all their smoke. And, man.
Just to be able to meet everybody was phenomenal.
I've never been around so many cannabis growers ever.
I haven't.
Ever.
Oh.
Besides at like a cup or something, but yeah.
Nah. You can be sure that when you're at high times, nah. It's
right.
It's like being at the dispensary. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then when you go, if you're at a cup or something like that, and you see a hot seed breeder, good luck trying to walk up to them and get in there and ask your questions to try to get a pack. You'll be waiting.
Yeah, at the breeders you'll see some growers, but I was meaning it mostly at cups and stuff. You don't have a lot of growers. You've got a lot of customers.
Yeah,
A lot of out of state people.
Like at our event, it is all growers because that's what we all do.
and it was funny. I remember standing in line at excuse me, the summer burnout, and we were pretty close to the front of the line, and there was a couple dudes in front of us, and they were backpacked up and stuff. And I'm asking them, "Hey, are you guys growers, consumers? What are you?" And they're like, "Hey, man, we're consumers, man. We come to these events and we load up, and that's how we get our stuff." And I'm thinking, dang, that really sucks.
That's
Expensive way to be.
But that's the show that you were
Yeah,
at
true.
that I didn't get to meet you, but you've seen yourself in a picture, right? That's
That's
great.
all.
Did. I'll post that picture. Okay, I'll replay that and show you guys. Yeah, actually, it was me and Birdwatcher both. We're both in the picture. And now
Oh,
that
that's
you
awesome.
know him, now that you know him, you'll definitely be able to see him. And it was crazy, man. 'Cause I told him too when I was like, man, you know, where there's three things we're looking for. We're looking for Michigan Bros grow stuff. We're looking for Growly stuff, and then we're looking for in-house genetic stuff. So that 420 wife and Birdwatcher and I, that's what we were there looking for. Found two of the three, so we didn't do too bad.
Yeah, we kept good company on that one.
Shout out Burwatcher. He's got some fire cookies.
White OG.
Everything he grows is pretty good. He's one of my mentor growers, you know, when I first started. So shout out to him. Always being there for me, and just an all around good dude.
I'm so happy I got to meet him. He's been a definite plus to the group. I definitely really enjoy his company. He's funny.
He is. Every time somebody walked in the room, he'd say that, "All rise," and I almost stood up like twice. I don't know if you guys were hearing that shit, but
I
it
did.
was funny, man. He's a comical guy.
Oh, darn, I wish I would have got some of that.
Yeah, Scobo, how do you have swamp sticks? I didn't get to smoke a single joint of it, and the guy lives in my town.
Dude, people dig me.
I thought he
Quick
liked
with the
me.
bag.
I'm so upset. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna try. He does a real.
Well,
job, so
you'll
he
have to
could probably
wait until
beat
the
me up.
next event. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait till the next event because y'all don't see each other any other time.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't driving to see me, that's for sure. I know
Fresh cuts chiming in.
He says right place, right time.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Thank you.
That's awesome.
You publicly shamed him. He's got to say on a public board. I got you, see.
Well, Fresh Cut said he was going to help me beat him up, so together we could do it.
Yeah, Fresh Cut looks like he has thrown a bale of hay or 7 in his time.
We can get some work done. That greenhouse didn't get put up by itself. Let's say that.
That's the point. Right?
It was really cool to meet you, Fresh Cut, this weekend. It was really cool to place a face to a lot of these names that I see in chat, you know, and you know, Tommy Trichomes, man, he nailed my image or my thought of what he was gonna look like. It was right on the money, man. And he is a stand-up dude, man.
100%.
Yeah, man, I like that guy. Like him a lot. But yeah, totally the image in my brain about what he was gonna be like was it.
Shout out to Sequence on the "Hello, my name is" classic red and white stickers for everybody. That definitely makes it easier because otherwise, you know, like people would be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, and, you know,
yeah. And then that Spartan name tag thing backfired on me.
No, it didn't. I posted that photo so that.
Oh, you did, but I had forgot about the whole thing. You know, the name tag, and it had been like 2 hours had went by, and then Spartan noticed it. He's like, "Oh, the name tag," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "The name tag." You had to say it twice. I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot all about it." So it was like total foil on my end, and it was real funny. But yeah,
it was funny.
Shenanigans.
It's funny that he couldn't figure it out when we were trying to.
Yeah, man. I went up to him twice, man. I mean, I greeted him twice, and you think he would have been like, "Why is he saying hi to me twice?" But Yeah, he didn't. He was probably just bombarded with hellos and
He was looking at your face.
yeah, checking out my complexion.
That's narwhal's.
Glow.
What was that called? The BBW?
Blueberry
BW.
Widow. Blueberry
Blue
Widow.
Widow.
Blueberry Widow. Okay, I've got some of that too.
Smell it.
Blueberry.
Oh, I love it.
I got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, everything I brought home is fire. I got some high and tight, and I'm going to include Chris in there now. But yeah, we got some of their third place winning stuff, and we're waiting to try that. I'm waiting for that 420 wife to wake up, and we'll roll a bowl of that. But it smells wonderful.
Yeah, I've got I've got 3 crescendos sitting in front of me.
Do you really?
It's blessed.
I don't even have no crescendo left.
I have what you gave me.
I gave all my weed away. I brought like 2
My
ounces of weed.
goodness.
Gave it away.
You're the man, Dan. That's the spirit.
You are the
He
man.
did.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
man.
like, Skillbo, make sure you take some of this shit, man. I'm not trying to leave with any of it. So we definitely obliged him and got some great smoke.
I
was
got
checking
your
out that-
Northern Lights headband too.
Oh, you got that?
so
Okay.
I
Sweet.
do, man. I got a lot of cannabis. Oh yeah, and then Spartan's Mac 1. He passed it to us again, and last time I took like this little tiny nug. I could barely fill a bowl. Well, this time that 420 wife, she made sure she got herself enough of that this time, so he wasn't disappointed that nobody took his cannabis. So yeah, I got a bunch of Mac 1. Woo. Shout out Spartan. And I apologize to anybody who didn't get my cannabis because I tried to save it for everybody, and it just.
Oh, I got some. Yeah, actually, you insisted that I got some. Basically, that's why yours is one of the only ones that I got, was because you made sure that I got it.
Well, and you know what? I wanted to say that, hey, you didn't have to bring cannabis to receive cannabis. That's not the way it was. And I know, like Normish, he said, I only had this much, so he didn't leave with very much. I'm like, I'm sorry if anybody was under the assumption that you had to have something to trade, is what I'm saying. It was never intended to be like that.
No, but I think some people just feel that way, probably out of their own thing.
Good. Yeah, just because they're good people.
Well, sometimes you're in between harvests, and we've had enough get-togethers, just as like a
Absolutely.
panelist and stuff like that. That's the way it goes sometimes.
I mean, look at me. I don't have anything, and I didn't think anybody would want to smoke my stuff. So I mean,
Oh, you know what? I got a story to tell you, Tara. I burned one with my cook last night, and he was like, "Dude, this shit is fucking great. What's up with this?" So I was running it down, it's the PTSD, blah blah blah, and I told him one of my friends grew it, and he was like, "Damn, he did a great job." I said, "She did." He was like, "I don't care who the hell did it. It's a great job." So there you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Definitely, I've got lots to work on, and I know what those things are. And never doing it before, I'm happy.
You have
Very,
to
very
have some
happy.
confidence in yourself, though, is what I'm
No,
saying.
no. This helps. This gives me a line where I know I don't want to go below. So all I can do is go up from here.
But a notable thing, no matter what you might think about your plants, obviously you have a great view about getting better or whatever about it. There were not a lot of people, but some people that didn't even turn in plants, So even for your first grow, you made it all the way through on somebody else's grow schedule and all of that. That makes it harder than you can even think to do. So I've got to commend everyone that was able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Grow on our timeline, get plants to us in the day that we needed them, that type of thing. That's a lot more difficult than you think when you got to turn lights on and schedule all that stuff out. So credit to everyone that was able to turn them in.
Absolutely. It is a commitment. And Tara, don't base your whole growing skills on one strain,
Oh, I'm
because
not.
they're all different, and you'll
Yeah,
find
it's a crapshoot, man.
I've
you'll
already
be fine.
the difference I've seen in the plants that I've got going now from the grow off. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah.
They all grow different, and yeah, man, some you'll succeed on, and some you won't do as good on.
I'm
So
really stoked. This
yeah, don't base it on one.
M2 is a beast. So I'm hoping for real good medicine with that. Real good medicine.
You're gonna have to give that thing your whole 3x3.
I already figured that out. Yeah, that we're things are gonna have to go back to my sister's house.
Or you can chop it down, clone it out.
Well, I've done that too. It's gonna need it still because it's gonna need it. The way the structure is, it's got the best structure.
And if GMO is your good go-to medicine, then why not just fill a whole 3x3 and run it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like clone the bitch out of her. I'm like dong 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 dong.
GMOs, I'm not saying don't grow it or nothing, but it's a tough plant to grow. That'll be a real learning curve for
I have to grow this.
It's a finicky plant because it's got cookies and stuff in there. It is sensitive to like lots of light and stuff like that.
Oh, I've already figured that part out. She does not like my light at all, and it's all the way cranked down. So, and she's sitting outside the tent half the time. So,
yeah, my first run with GMO, I definitely have some changes I got to do to make it better.
But I will make it work because I have to have that, just like I have to have that Zuki stock.
GMO's good shit.
I got to bring home my favorite from Dan. My Divine Storm is now in my garden, and I'm very, very happy.
Good. How many cuts did you get?
There's 3.
Oh, so nobody else took one? Okay, cool. Or maybe M2 took one. Did she take a? She did. I think I took 4.
Yeah,
she might have took a Primal Punch. I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember. We'll have to ask.
Anyway, we have a lot of those, so whatever.
I ended up getting all the cuts of biscotti because they were in the same container. So people didn't have a way to take them, I think. So when the event was over, I know that the biscotti was brought for me. One of them was. So I grabbed it, and then I got home, and I noticed it was like 5 cuts in the thing of water. Ooh. So I would recommend that if you bring cuts or clones or whatever to any of the events, people got to be able to carry them away. So plan ahead for that.
Yeah.
Dan, I like the way that you did the Primal Punch F1 for me, where you just put a hole in the top of the water bottle, made a cut, threw it in there.
I just knew that water bottles were going to be available, so we brought some, but we ended up drinking them all. It was like 9,000 degrees, but yeah, it's just put a hole in it. You can just put your stem in there or keep it good and alive, and it's a little safer to receive a cut than it is a clone, in my opinion.
I got that, and then Dro at the end of the show, there was one gigantic blue gelato that I took. It looks like a side branch that got cut off, and so I transplanted that one after it went through its little quarantine, and everything's good now.
That Platinum Kush Breath, Dan, is in a 3-gallon pot now, by the way. Chat.
Finally.
It's huge, man.
I think that is an honorary panelist, I'm telling you. It's on for 5 shows in a row. You gotta.
Speaking of that, Platinum Kush Breath reverse right there. Yummy yum.
Remix, not reverse.
Oh, sorry. Remix. My bad.
Yes, remix.
I wouldn't correct you, but within the world of seeds, that means a thing.
I wanna.
Yes. Birdwatcher's up. Good morning, Birdwatcher.
Good morning.
Thank you for the kind words, Fresh Cut Farms.
10 minutes to hash time if you guys are able.
Ooh, better turn on the nail.
I got the nail set at 400.
Mine's gonna be at 420. As long as I don't pop no breakers.
Does it pull that many amps?
I don't think so.
I know people that leave them on 24/7. Never shut them off.
We never shut that fucker off at the the other day.
Right. But I mean, for like a year at a time.
My banger's nice and clean, so I'm happy everybody cleaned it when they were done with using it. So.
Hell yeah. Shout out to our community for that.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because I didn't know how to use one. I've never used one before, so I had no clue. It's very convenient.
It is.
I don't know if I would get one because then I think I'd smoke a whole lot more. And
You would.
Quit it.
I'm pretty
really would.
conservative.
You're gonna get one for Christmas.
I might. Maybe my kids will get me one.
Yeah, maybe your other.
Christmas is coming, folks.
Oh, already, huh?
Your only kid that could have heard that is Lori, so maybe she'll get you one.
Maybe. She might tell the other two kids. You never know. She might get that.
Red's back. I thought Red set an alarm to say hi. I was flattered because he was gone for a while. I was like, maybe just set an alarm to pop into the chat and say hi to us, but he's back.
He's going to burn one with us. He's ready for hash time, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he sets his alarm for every hour.
Red ain't gonna miss hashtag.
Potential hash time jumps off.
Shout out to the late session. Hashtag.
That is where it began.
I am gonna top off or finish off my sour apple. Shout out to Yeti Stash.
What do you think of that one? Do you really taste the apple come through?
Hell yeah, it's nice sour.
Sourness is what I get. I don't get like a crazy amount of apple terps, but the
Sour.
the sour comes through perfect. Like, yeah, very good. I can't remember who it was, but they said it was one of the first dabs they had where that sour came through.
Maybe Normish, or I'm not sure if it was Drew.
It's pretty sour.
I'm pretty sure it was Normish.
I'm all about that sour
Yeah,
garlic cookie
Normish is
flour.
pretty fluent about his strains, and he's on top of everything. So shout out to Normish.
I still got some of his slurricane left. It is phenomenal.
That was
His white
Dro.
OG is good too.
You guys should see that guy's bean collection. It's probably comparable to Sequences.
I passed out seeds over the weekend too. I would hope everybody that wanted some got some. I have to mail some out to High and Tight.
I'm glad that the show was finally able to do our last giveaway of the MG1 seeds, and that was the Primal Punch F2 and what is he calling the other one? The Primal Garlic. Garlic Punch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Garlic Punch.
Which all of my babies are up. I have all of my seeds have popped. And I just put those right in the dirt. I didn't even soak them. I just stuck them in the dirt, and all of them are up within, let's see, the 5th to the 10th. So within 5 days, they were up. Looking
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna have to mute this because I'll probably cough.
It's all right. You got 6 minutes, Dan.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Yeah, no, man. We're gonna drop about a quarter gram in there.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
You got 6 minutes.
Good blue.
Wake up.
I could turn it up and really blow clouds.
Sequence, what's your company that you guys are using for the emails that you've become basically an impromptu brand?
They won't sponsor me, dude. Disorderly Conduction.
Tell them Sequence and the Michigan Bros Grow Show sent you.
Yeah. If you tell them I sent you, maybe eventually they'll kick me a discount code for you guys. But not yet. I'm working on it.
Even if they don't, they still got a good product at a reasonable price.
It is a
for
good price.
Us, small time people who don't have a lot of money. Very economical.
Yeah, I can't be mad at them just because they won't treat me special or nothing. But it's good stuff. I'm really pleased with it.
Bird watcher. Coming over?
Come on over.
He'll be over here today.
Nice.
Yeah. Good dude, man.
Said he woke up from a nightmare that he was missing the Wake and Bake show.
I'm telling you, he's funny, man.
Well, his last show, he was saying that he was paralyzed from the hair up.
Yeah. He's bald.
That's what's that.
I didn't notice that part.
Yeah. He's funny.
I love it.
Because Dan squints to read the screen.
I am. That was a big hoot I smoked. And then I puffed half of another platinum purple. It's gonna be a good day. Good day to crawl
It's gonna
around.
be a good day.
It is. Yesterday was a bad day, man. I tell you, I run this line. I got to shake my bottles a lot. Well, I was in a hurry yesterday because it was leaf strip day. I look outside. I see my plants drooping right outside because usually I water about 6, 7 in the morning. Well, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's pissed. All right, I better hurry up and water it. So I get my water. Got 5 gallons of water there. And I'm mixing all my bottles together, and I get to my Megamorpheus. It's a Seaberg guano tea in a bottle. Something must have happened where I set the bottle down. Well, I forgot I took the fucking cap off this fucking bottle. When I came back, I pick it up to shake this fucking bottle up again. And here I go shaking this bottle away. And I tell you what, man, I was giving it my all. And next thing I know, it's just raining this Seabird guano tea all over top of me. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And this is my day yesterday, guys. So that's like twice in 2 weeks I've been pissed on or rained on by these nutrients. Nobody was here.
Somebody clip that.
I stunk so bad, dude. Matter of fact, I just went and rinsed off my hair real quick because I don't have a shower in the house. And then I forgot about the fucking shit later on all day. And I'm all stinking and shit. My wife comes home from work.
Hair's gonna piss.
And I have to go get a new sprayer for my fucking plant therapy. So she's like, let's go to Tractor Supply. And I'm like, okay, man. So I'm going to get ready, and I'm like, oh my God, hang on a second here. I was like, I gotta take a shower. She's like, well, why you gotta take a shower? I was like, tell her. So yeah, that was my day. And then up until like 8 o'clock, I thought it was like Tuesday. I mean, I almost put the trash in the car because we have trash days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I could have put the trash in the car on Tuesday and took it to I almost put the trash in the car to take it to the dump. So yeah, my whole day yesterday was messed up, man. I'm ready for a good day. So we're going to do a big old fat dab.
So what it sounds like to me is that was some really kick-ass fucking cannabis, brother. Whatever you were smoking that day wrecked your ass.
What did I smoke yesterday that did it? I'll have to go back and chat and see, but I posted what I was smoking.
Meal, right?
I'm gonna do this dab.
He's like, "Fuck you guys." I got myself all worked up.
Yeah, that was a hell of a story.
I laughed so much I cried. My eyes are red. Maybe I'm high though.
Poor guy.
Why can't it be both?
This month that he's poured stuff all over himself.
I'm telling you, it wasn't as funny yesterday.
Fuck. No. I gotta tell Abolish to clip that. Holy shit. Thank you for that story, Dan.
It's good.
Keep shaking them bottles, brother. The nectar's good stuff. I mean, you can't trash that. That's for sure.
Well, they say it leaves big flavor, but apparently Dan would attest to its odoriferousness.
All the nectar growers will tell you that it smells like.
Yeah, I keep coming back.
I honestly can't complain about the smell, really. The photosynthesis plus is horrible smelling, and I use that I grow before. But it doesn't like linger, I don't feel. So it's like
just when you mix it.
Kind of one and done kind of thing. So I don't really find, honestly, I felt like some of the nectar stuff smells like spearmint or something like that, or it's not bad. I haven't been offended.
You have to wait till the mint evaporates out of the bottle and then you can smell it.
No.
Pro tips.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Maybe I haven't been shaking it well enough yet.
You gotta shake it like a shake weight.
Did you just bellow like a motherfucker when you realized that there was seagull shit flying all over your room? Oh no!
I just stood there in awe. It got in my fucking mouth.
Oh, bro. No, man.
It's a no, man.
It was minty.
It's way better than the alternative.
So it was a pre-evaporated one. You lucked out on that part at least.
Yeah, I won't be doing no shots of that shit.
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
That's a big fan.
I haven't tasted any of my products, but
Hash time.
I'm sure I've gotten stuff like pH down in my eyes.
I want to say thanks to Tara for giving me this really kick-ass chillum. I'm going to hold up and I'm going to pack one.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you both. I wanted to get something for both of
Go
you.
Blue.
I mean, loved it. I had a hard time giving it up if you really want to know the truth. I really liked it.
That one, that's
Appreciate it.
really cool.
It's sick.
I got this cap right here. I really like it too. I've been using it this morning.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. It's hard to pick gifts for guys, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Easy to pick gifts for stoners.
Yeah.
It is. Super easy.
Well, kind of, you know.
Never look a gift bag in the mouth.
That was a huge dab.
Rip your long stockings.
When I was getting them, I've got a funny story. So I go in here it's kind of in the country, I would say, around here. And nice older man's working in there and another younger guy is in there. So, you know, I'm chit-chatting and I was like, you know, trying to figure out if they smoke or not, or if they're just workers, you know, working there for their, you know, livelihood. So they do smoke. So we're taking the conversation a little further. Well, I noticed that they had like some CBD up in the cabinet there. And I said, you know, what you got here? Ooh, nice. He says, I got some fire. And I was like, you've got what? And he said, I got fire. I said, you've got fire CBD? Yeah. I was like, really? He's like, I've got moon rocks too. I was like, really? He's like, fire moon rocks. And I said, and you smoke, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, this is the best stuff coming out of Adams County around here. And the dude was just totally just 100% stoked on his fire CBD. I was like, I'll be back. I'll get me some of that fire.
Now, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's not fire. It's fire.
It's probably a code word. It was probably weed.
That's Adams County.
Exactly. It's fire. So, I don't know of anything good coming out of Adams County, so.
Gas deer.
Yeah, so that was the fire.
Moon rocks are pretty good. I enjoy those things.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I think it's a bit of a waste of money, though. But that's just because I'm kind of a little conservative and the way
You are not.
A little bit. I don't like, I mean, no, I'm not on that. But
now,
me, that's like
now that you're a grower, man, you're gonna let that little piece slide off the table.
Yep.
You ain't gonna fucking pick up that little Nigel.
I have started a little bit.
I agree.
Not
we
much.
talk about moon rocks and stuff. We're not talking about buying them. We're talking about making them, or we're talking about, you know, trading our flower to a friend that makes them or whatever, and that makes it a lot more relevant, a lot easier to do, you know.
Right.
Because I wouldn't be able to dab huge dabs if I had to pay for it all.
When you're, you have tons of keef when you start harvesting lots of plants.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, you can end up with just a little bit of wax. You can make some moon rocks for sure.
And I really enjoy that keef rosin because it tastes real floral. You know what I mean? It's like you can taste the essence of the flower itself. It's different.
Well, so like you get that cured flavor, but it's still rosin. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice cured rosin, I guess.
Yeah, shout out to Dro and Select Pheno for them caps, man. Those are badass.
I'm keeping that cap forever.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah, I've only took like one dab.
Hold that up again, Tara.
I'm sorry, which one?
Don't you have that? There it is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, that's just phenomenal. I love it. It's
That's not a sticker.
No, that is not a sticker.
That is etched.
Yeah, it's a program or something. I'm not sure what he does, but
they're
it's
laser etched.
Laser. Okay.
Laser engraved, yeah.
Laser.
And then you
Laser.
open
Why
up,
won't it focus? It would
got
earlier.
some fire.
There's some fire CBD in there.
This is the true fire.
Far. F-A-R, far. Just say far instead.
That's along the route. Were you there by any chance for Doc's story about the CBD
Dog.
honey?
No, I was there for the concert shit.
Oh my goodness sakes. He's talking about somebody coming in asking for some CBD honey. And he says it like that to Doc. And I mean, Doc's like 6 foot something, and some man's gonna come in and ask for some of that CBD honey. Can you believe that somebody would say that in that way?
Yeah, Doc looks like an
Way
ex-football
better
player with like
way
a
better story
huge
from
burly beard and just that big deep voice. Yeah,
Some man wants some
Very, very
CBD.
personable guy, man. I mean, you
Love
can
him.
really warm up to him for sure.
he's like that bouncer at the club back in the day that was kind of cool, but if you made him do his job,
Yeah.
he was still going to bounce the
That's
fuck
cool
out of you.
if you're doing the right shit, but I'm gonna break you in half if you step out of line, kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Shout
Oh,
out
yeah.
Doc Dankenstan.
Right
Love
on.
it. 100%. Love him. Shout out to Cheech.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Doc, not at all.
Yeah, I suggest, guys, really, we need a weekend because
Just
a
went
couple
camping.
hours just isn't enough, man. It's
Right. The weekend would
there's
be
so
I
much
think-
to talk about. So much to talk about. I felt so thinly spread that I wanted to talk to everybody. So, it was tough, man, to get around to everybody and feel like I got a worthy conversation in with some of you guys. I'm sorry if I
I tried. I made it, I think, around to everybody. I'm pretty sure I tried to at least a few times. That, and I was really worried about some of, everybody's ladies or men that don't partake the way we do. I wanted to make sure that they were welcome and,
absolutely.
make them feel like they weren't, just a sidekick or something, so it was a great time. It was wonderful meeting everybody and wonderful. We've got a really good group here.
The beach house was the shit, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
what a great idea.
goosebumps. I mean, literally, I turned that corner looking at that place and I had goosebumps, and I don't think they stopped the whole weekend. It was fabulous. The company we shared, couldn't ask for a better time. Really, I've never in my life had such a wonderful time and laughed. My face hurt. I mean, I feel like my face was bruised from laughing so much. I mean, I had constant smile.
Even Red jumping in there.
That's all we wanted when we put on our event was that people would leave and be proud that they came and happy with their experience and enjoyed that they joined us with this thing when we started this, 6 months ago or whenever we announced the grow off. So I'm glad to hear all these positive stories afterwards. That's for sure.
Well, I know the two people that were in my vehicle when we were leaving had these permagrins on our face.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I shout out to Red Setter Farm and Spartan for saying so many good things about me on the late sesh the other night, and you too, Skillbo. Sequence, I really wanted you to be able to make it out. You're so busy though, I understand. But you guys have given so much to us, and I don't know if you realize it or not.
They look Dro in the chat too. They're gonna make you cry, Tara.
You guys were a long way away from me.
No full wake and bake show would be complete without Tara.
You're getting all choked up.
Tara's
Oh,
tears.
Misty. Tara's tear.
Jesus.
It's a sub segment.
Oh,
It's like Dear Abby.
Replace Sarah McLaughlin in the background.
oh,
Oh shit. I want to say good morning to everybody that is out there right now chilling with us. Hopefully you have been able to smoke along with us, have a couple of laughs, and start your day off right.
Cheers.
I am totally waked and baked after that dab.
I'm cleaning my nail.
Yeah, I probably should have, but I would have to get up to get the swabs.
could make it. Yeah, Kazu saying Tara's Tears is a
Oh
great
my
strain
God,
name.
that's
We could make it a
awesome.
CB. It's got to be CBD far though.
Hey, we'll call it that Granddaddy Perp that
That
Red
sounds
put
perfect.
out.
Yeah,
There you
Yeah.
go.
that's it.
There's Tears.
I
That's some
love
fire.
It would be Tara's Tears.
Tara's Tears.
Our nation's Tears.
Tar Nation's Tears.
Good morning,
have-
all the new names
Yeah,
in chat.
dude. We got high and say some stupid ass shit.
We
Yeah,
have a
man.
good time.
Making it.
100%.
So yeah, back to the outside grow. My shit's stretching. How about you?
Oh yeah, dude. Mac grew like 6 inches in
Damn.
2 days. I'm so pumped. Hopefully I have more Mac than I know what to do with.
Now,
We
did
know
you
what to do with
lollipop
it.
that? I'm sorry.
No, not very much. How much do you lollipop outdoor, Dan? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm gonna go out there. We're gonna strip her down pretty good. The interior of the plant, we already did once, but we'll go through, do it one more time. Get this net set up. Prepare it for these buds because it definitely is producing some buds on top, and man, it's gonna be huge.
We didn't strip the plants, but we did a lot of defoliation yesterday. I don't know how heavy I want to necessarily go or need to go, but
Yeah, and go ahead.
I was going to say the inside I've cleaned up quite a bit because you want to make sure that you don't get humidity trapped in there and get mold and stuff. But I've kind of left a decent canopy on the outside.
Yeah, but it's still nice that you, even though you're growing outdoors, you're still kind of using the indoor principles of opening the plant up. You're not trying to grow Christmas trees.
Oh, I've scrogged them, dude.
Exactly.
How many
Yeah,
people?
So-
Not a lot of people scrog outdoor, you know.
You
So
got a scrog fence. That's badass.
hell yeah, and it's already grown through that fence like this much.
You're going to drop a
Wow.
second layer on?
Probably not, but maybe. It's set up in a way that we could do that. We could add on to it.
Dude, the way that my actual indoor flower is right now with the GG4, I knew I was going to be fucked. I knew that it was going to, topple in on itself for me. But we've gotten to that point in the flower period where everything is just falling down on everything else. So it's a matter of kind of trying to stack the plant on top of itself without any of the buds touching, just by making the branching touch.
Get
It's a
some
good thing
yo-yos.
it's GG4. Yeah. Well, I don't
So,
really have anywhere to hang yo-yos anymore.
hang them
I'm
off
using
of
the
your
LED.
lights.
I don't.
Yeah.
The easy way was with the HPS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was known many of the time. I used to have the thumb screw kind that would, the clamp that would hold them. And I was always known for running the green garden wire through those and using it as like a temporary yo-yo for things. So
You could put little eye bolts in your ceiling.
yeah. Well, the key would be to just, instead of screwing a bunch of fucking eye bolts, it would be to screw one long piece of like 1x3. And before you do that, to put all of those eyelets that you're going to do on the ground, so you're not fucking around up in the air doing it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But you could get that 1x3 with some eye bolts in it or whatever, and then hang yo-yos off of that. Yo-yos are the truth, man. Even with the scrog net, I find a use for them all the time. I've got probably 10 or 15 of them just for whenever you need them.
Were so expensive when I first seen them, it was like probably when I first started growing, it'd be like
They're just over $1.
well, yeah, when you start buying enough for each one, though, if you're not scrogging, let's say
Oh,
you are, using the principles of spreading the plant out, and it gets really expensive because you can have 40, 50 fucking on one plant.
Well, my theory is if you can get away with using 0 right now, in your opinion, that if you got some, you're probably better off.
We
You're
got
right to
about
me.
You don't have to have them all. You know what I mean?
54 footers in my 25-gallon pot right now.
Dude, I have small eyes all the time, but hash time has got me to the point where I feel like I got stung by bees and I'm having some kind of allergic reaction with my eyes, man. Holy shit. Good stuff.
Looking faded.
Poof. Incredibly.
I feel really good after that crescendo joint. I think I'm gonna roll another one.
I'll
This is a
join
big
you. I
boy.
have some Dan crescendo here myself. So, dude, I'm still telling you, the foxtaily one is the one that I dig. I know sequence. Here we go. Let's talk about this real quick. One
All
time
right.
is that you have 2 from Stone Trout Bloom, right?
Bomb.
Bomb. There you go. And Sequence has one that he has as his keeper. All three are, you can tell that it's the same strain. There's not that much difference really between them, except the one that
I think-
Sequence has is gassy, okay, but it has some of the orange flavors come through, right? You would agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas Dan has both of those particular traits as separate phenos. So if you like the gassy one, Dan's got one that's really over there on it. That's the foxtail one that I like. And then the other one that's really orangey is the other sample that I haven't actually tried yet. But since it's a wake and bake, that might be
Oh.
perfect.
Well, that
All right.
explains it then. So the reason why I didn't pick a gassy strain or didn't like prefer that one was because I already had like a really heavy gas strain already. So Crescendo wasn't grown for me to fit that purpose. That makes a lot of sense.
This is the foxtail one.
Right on.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. I like the orange one a little bit better, of course, but like I'm growing Death Star and stuff like that. So Skillbo, I'd focus on that.
Yeah.
It would look even worse.
Yeah, that was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, shout out to Stone Trout Bum Man. That guy, I met him through the chats. You know, he lives in Michigan, guys. He comes up to where I live, and trout fishes our rivers up here. And I had mentioned I was from here, so yeah, he reached out to me, said, "Hey, Dank man, you're from the Grayling area." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I come up there, go fishing and stuff, man. Would you like to trade some cuts?" Well, he didn't even say trade. He's like, "Would you like some cuts?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So yeah, he reached out to Normish Micro. Normish Micro and I got together and met this guy on the riverbank. And so
Pull up on a
the
barge
riverbank.
with like a pole and shit, with like a
He
lantern
was
on the
coming
end
out
of
of the
it.
water from fly fishing. You know, we pull up. He pulls out his clones. We grab our
Fire
clones.
CBD.
Really cool.
Tars, tears.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, I gifted him a Divine Storm, and
Which one, 5 or 8?
I can't remember if it was 5 or 2.
Oh, I thought it was 8 that the other one. Don't you
No,
have
I
a
only grew 5. It only went up to 5, so there was 1 through 5.
Oh, okay. I don't know where I got the 8 from.
Yeah, me either. But that's
Maybe.
it happened. I kept the 5 was the purple, and the 2 was the frostiest one.
I haven't got to try 2.
Oh, you will, because it's outside.
Okay, good.
And man, it's
She's huge too. All right.
Say thick.
Cheers,
yeah, there's
kid.
good fishing up here in the fall, especially when the rains come. You know, then the salmon start running up here, and you can do some mighty fine fishing in the rivers if you know where to go. Cave diver.
And I want to compliment you. This bud is really nice, man. Super, super frosty, and the density all the way through. You know what I mean? Like, damn, as I was breaking it down.
Yeah, it's
Cheers.
thank you. It put out some really nice flowers for me. We got I got three footers ready to go of each of those, the 1 and the 2, for flower. Told Birdwatcher if he would like one of each to come grab one. So he's going to grab them and run them under his HPS and see what he can do with the HPS versus the LED. And I'm sure he'll come out with something wonderful.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious how similar that'll be to ours.
Yeah, I we grow a lot of the same strains like the white OG, and matter of fact, my white OG is his white OG that I shout out to him all the time. But yeah, it's cool to see the variations from his HPS grown white OG that's in soil versus my nectar grown LED white OG. And they're very, very, very similar. Terps are really, really similar. As they should be, because nectar's trying to replicate Mother Nature, per se.
I don't see any vibrating plastic bottles out in the forest, Dan.
That's a good one, man. Dude, you know, I love my nectar so much, I don't just fucking use it. I wear that shit. You know, who else can say that shit?
That's
You
pretty
guys wear
funny.
your fucking Jacks?
I probably have, dude.
Yeah.
No, Jax is so easy. It's I just pour like, I don't even know, a tiny, tiny amount, and that's it.
You know,
So it never gets anywhere.
I fantasize about this easy growing style. But you know what? I think, damn, Dan, if it was all easy, would you appreciate it as much?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. 'Cause I'd find other things to do. I'd probably grow more plants.
Eventually, you're gonna get old.
Yes.
I'm already there, brother. But that's okay, man. I tell you what, there ain't no better fucking way for me to spend my fucking time.
That's true. I feel the same way when I'm walking through the greenhouse, as I imagine you do when you're walking into your greenhouse for the 4th time every day, watering your
I just look
cocoa.
out the window. There it is. Yeah, it's fun, guys. I mean, it's very therapeutic, you know.
Do you have to water more than twice yet?
Oh, out there? Oh, yeah.
I'm per day.
Yeah, especially if it's over 80. Yeah, you better at least give it a couple gallons at night. I just give it water, straight pH water. I know a lot of people don't pH their outdoor stuff, but I have
But you're not in the native soil. You're in cocoa, right?
to. And Coco,
Right.
Mother
So
Earth, 25-gallon pot. And she's doing good.
That it's doing good, but you're
This
crazy.
is the biggest plant I've ever grown. Ever.
I can say that about all my greenhouse plants as well.
Yeah, yours are huge too. I couldn't imagine having to take care of that many. Plus your garden, it's just like, oh my God. I'm only down to 2 hemp plants that are just massive. Tall.
You're gonna have to have an
They're
event
tall.
to have us help you do all that.
Well, thankfully, I don't have to do it all. So, like, I was doing the show here, fresh cut watered the autos. Like, he's a hard worker, and we get stuff done.
Right on. Shout out to him, man.
It's a 2-man job, that whole thing.
It is.
So
it's a full-time job on top of your full-time job. So shout out to both of you guys for putting in the work. And, you know, like I said before, I think in our chat yesterday, I said, you know, more work equals more reward, more reward, more reward. So,
well, fresh cut, we're about halfway through, buddy. It actually gets kind of easier from here, but not really. But veg is the hardest part for sure.
Where you gonna dry right in there? Chopping?
Oh no.
Got a barn?
Got a barn.
Good.
I bought a 5x10 tent. We're gonna put a 5x10 tent in the barn as a contained space. And then we're mounting an AC unit, dehumidifier in there. We're gonna rock and roll.
I want to go back to what Dan was saying about more work, more harvest, more harvest. It's also an earlier detection on things. When you are in and out of your grow room, obviously there's some pluses and minuses. One is when something starts to go wrong, you will see it hopefully more soon than someone who automates and only goes in every 3rd day. What if the problem occurs at the end of the 1st day? If, say, it was predators or something like that, and you don't come back in for 3 days, you know? So there is that to always being there, is you tend to be more vigilant and you're more aware of what your plants are really looking like normally.
Absolutely, man. And, you know, just like me letting my veg get, you know, out of control and then going in there and doing all this big leaf strip when I should have been maintaining it all along, you know. And when I seen them springtails, man, it freaked me the hell out. I told you, I went out to the shed. I got them lobbers. I was going to lob that shit down. And then, you know, but yeah, it was a good thing. So, yeah, stay vigilant with it, you know, stay on top of it. You know, I watered every day, but I could have defoliated a little bit here, a little bit there, opened up that, you know, canopy. Just stay on top of it. Don't neglect it. That's for sure.
Yeah, like Fresh Cut said, that's why we automated our watering system so we can flip it on, but left it manual so that we have to flip it on. We have to go in the grow room to turn it on, which means that we can check all the drippers. It means that we can make sure all the plants are getting watered. Something that's a little bit more reliable, like your indoor, maybe you can get away with, like mine. It's timed every 8 hours. Obviously, I'm not there all the time, but you can rely on it a little bit more. But you still got to check them because you'll get a dry plant when a dripper clogs and it'll be droopy and stuff. So you have to be vigilant even when you start to add these things.
Have you
add
had
all
any of
that-
those yet? The clogs? Have you had any of that?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But the new drippers work really well. The NetFM, they're right here. Actually, I got one.
I tell you what, them screens you got look nice too.
Interested in those ones. What brand is that?
This is NetFM. So it takes a 1/4 inch line in the top. You can see it goes right through. It's just a hole. And the hole comes down and it sprays on this little pyramid shaped thing right there. And it shoots water out in 2 directions like a bow tie shape, like bow tie pasta. So you sit the stake right next to your plant, right next to the stalk. And then the bow tie shoots out on both sides. And it covers the top of the media.
How much does one of those cost?
These are like 60 cents ish. I can't remember.
Mere
Something like
pennies.
that. Yeah.
Net-
Like 75 of them is like $50 or something. So like 80 cents maybe.
There's really no chance for clogging because you can see how big the hole is on those.
Well, the
I mean,
hole
if you
gets
get something in
smaller.
the line. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what happens is the 1/4 inch line will get like whatever in it, and then it drives it all the way to the end of the line no matter what, and then it's got a tiny hole right there. So what'll happen is you'll just walk by and see that it's clogged, and Fresh Cut figured out that if you spray compressed air in it, it just cleans them right out, and then you can use it over again.
My assistant is in the chat helping me. I guess I missed a question. I'm sorry. I have an HLG 550.
R spec,
No
No,
R.
the 550 isn't the R spec.
the B2.
V2, yeah.
Ooh, I just got my lights yesterday. My
Ooh.
new veg ones. Mhm. My Alibabas. I bought 2 of the 240 watt quantum boards. It's got the 660 nanometers on it. So I'm really excited to get those hung up there.
Your bedroom's gonna explode.
Well, yeah, there'll be 3 in there for a space that really I use probably 6.5 feet of it. So my spread on 3 of them is 6 feet. So I didn't want to go for overkill. I'm already going to have, I mean, I can just move my lights apart a little bit further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited for you, man. You've made the full upgrade.
It's been a journey, bro. You've been
It's
here
been a-
the whole way.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited for you. Proud for you, excited for you, all that stuff. And excited for your plants.
Yeah, and I keep upgrading on those too. So, you know, like the things that I took for clones, I'm thinking to myself, fuck, man, I can't take on any more genetics. But so then I just use them as a one-off run. Like, hey, man, here, take this gift of fucking, you know, whatever this plant yields you, and maybe throw some back at the person that it came from. Call it good. Don't let it get in the way of like trying to hunt for something that you might be using as your primary go-to.
I tell you what, those new lights that I have, I am so excited about. It makes you excited every time you change lights because then you have to learn something else about your plants. You know, your plants adapt different. You've got to adjust something. But the better your lights get, the more food you can give your plants, the more CO2 you can give them, the bigger and faster they grow. You have to make sure you accommodate because the plants will get hungrier under more light. So adjust accordingly.
Yep. And, you know, I'm seeing a really, really hungry deluxe sugar cane from in-house genetics underneath the Growcraft X6 600. I can't feed that plant enough. She just keeps eating her leaves.
You'll have that.
And then she's only in a 3-gallon Easy Swap pot too. Hey, shout out to Easy Swap Pots. I see them in chat.
It is 7:31, and I see 81 people chilling with us this morning. I just want to say good morning to you. Hopefully, you're able to smoke along with us and have a couple of laughs and start your day off right. And yeah, man, it's Thursday. It's not Wednesday, Dan. It's not Tuesday. It's
I know.
Thursday. Thursday's your
Thank
day.
God it's not Tuesday again. Fuck.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Trying to think of a funny joke for it, and I don't even need to make one, dude. It's just funny by
No, it's
itself.
going to be a great day. That 420 wife is home. We are actually putting tile in today. It's going to be awesome.
I love your tile too.
It's going to look good, dude. It took forever.
I picked the
to stick with
foxtail.
tile. Huh?
I picked the foxtail.
Did ya?
There you go.
I liked it too. Myself was the foxtail.
Not that the other one isn't wonderful,
No, they're both good.
but I noticed it more.
There was
Yeah.
a time in growing when I swear everybody grew gas, and that was it.
Yes, the bathroom fresh cut. I'll show some pictures to you. It took a long time to lock down the tile for the shower. We're just very anal, but finally found the tile at the one store. And then we go to load it up, and they do not have enough, man. So that sucked, right? Then we found some other, and once again they had the shelves were misstocked, and the wrong product was in the wrong spot, and they didn't have enough. Finally, we packed up with Traverse City. Finally got the tile we wanted.
I'm so glad
Awesome.
that you grow fucking great cannabis, because you'd be having some fucking misfortunes, it seems, lately, and you gotta have something to fall back on, man.
Well, if you call that a misfortune, I guess if that's your misfortune, it's not doing that bad. But yeah, man, it's just hard for us to commit to things, permanent things.
You gotta look at it, every day. You want to make
poor,
sure.
Man. We're freaking poor, so we're trying to do this once, do it right. We don't want something that's gonna fade out of style in a year. But yeah.
You got to make sure you have a stylish bathroom for when you take your Instagram selfies.
You know what? My wife has put up with a crappy ass fucking bathroom for fucking 20 years, and she deserves a beautiful bathroom. So,
Your wife is super cool, dude.
420
Yes,
wide.
she is.
thank you, man.
Love her.
I totally was the winner out of that deal too. So
I've gotten to talk to you a lot, so that's really cool to hear, because you're a pretty cool dude. So I would have thought the opposite.
yeah,
You're just not giving yourself enough credit there, Dan. She won also.
Well, yeah, come on. But yeah, she's right on. She's my backbone. She's the backbone of the whole family. So she's
awesome.
Behind me.
Tile that damn bathroom, Dan.
Yeah. So anyway, she's gonna get a nice little bathroom.
Good.
Proud of you.
We bump heads over it. Don't get me wrong. A couple nights we ain't sleeping, we ain't talking.
So you guys have maize and blue tile going in?
We have some marble going in.
Oh shit.
Very nice. Very nice.
You better take Instagram selfies in there.
Hey, it's small. When a shower is very small when you think of square footage. So
you're only like what, 5'4" or something?
Yeah, I'm like 2'9"
with heels.
Yeah.
Their house is those short cabinets.
Yeah, man, that's it, dude. We live in one of them tiny houses. Shout out to Easy Swap Pots. I really enjoyed meeting you guys the other day.
Loved it.
Sorry I bombarded you guys and maybe overwhelmed you.
Yeah,
I just
Dan
get so
rushed you.
excited and enthusiastic. I think I totally interrupted Abolish, and if I did, I totally apologize. I'm bad like that. I don't mean to be.
Dan's very enthusiastic.
He's very, yes.
just like me.
It's awesome.
Of us sometimes.
It's cool to me that your guys' enthusiasm and your passion that you had in the chat when you first started watching the show is the exact same as it is with you on the show. You're the same people.
Yeah.
Kind of cool that it translated like that.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, the reason I radiated towards your show so much is because I could actually talk to you guys live and be like, "Hey, man, I got a problem. What the hell's going on?" You know, and that was unique to me at the time. You know, so I cling to it. And God, it was a bonus. You guys are from Michigan too, so you know, because I was searching for help, man. I needed help in my garden. Every day I need help. Christ, you hear about I rain nutrients in my fucking grow room, so I need help, bro.
There's nutrients right in there.
Seagulls.
Fuck yeah.
Stick my face in it.
What is it?
It's Red Setter Farms Citrique.
Sir Sticky says you grew since you got guano on yourself.
Fucking CalMag, man.
Well, what it is he took Dankman a little bit too seriously. So,
Dude, that's like twice, I'm telling you, in 2 weeks. That shit stunk.
building those terps.
Dude, it could have been worse, man. If it was the next bottle, the fucking liquid fish bone meal, it would have been a really, really bad day. That stuff ain't nice. It stinks.
Is that the stuff that's kind of like real dark brown, black almost?
Yeah, it's called Titan's Trowel. No, that's
Yeah.
probably Zeus juice you have.
Oh,
It's not in the
Zeus
sample
juice.
pack. This is
it's the sixth one, I think. So
oh, that would be Zeus juice.
yeah,
That stuff will stain you. Actually, that's not bad. That's like
No,
humic
I know, it's just
acids and
dark.
fulvic acids and stuff. So
I'm
that's
not
not real
affected by
stink.
any of the smells yet. So but
Uh,
then again, maybe I have that good a smell. I don't know.
the first two bottles will start stinking for you, and yeah, the liquid calcium will start stinking. They all start stinking. Normish Micro had a bottle of Kraken go bad on him. The bottle swelled up so bad it started pussing out the fucking cap. So yeah, don't want
All the
that
bomb squad on shit like that, dude. You just gotta ease
man.
that fucking lid off.
Dude, that's why we have an issue of I don't like to ship by truck during the heat waves of the summer with this nectar shit, because by the time it can get here, the fucking shit could be this big. And they warn you right on the site, the OCG site, hey man, you know, high temperatures can cause
Shit may explode.
Yeah, you got to be liable for it. So
when you open it, does it spray on you?
If I had a swell fuck, I wouldn't open it. I'd just take it right to the trash.
Somebody else's problem, then.
Yeah, I ain't opening it. Fuck that. I don't even like opening the unspoiled bottles. They're bad, dude. It's wicked.
It says in the bottle you must be 4 foot tall to operate these nutrients. Holy fuck.
Hey man, I get a monkey wrench and I fucking get that cap off.
I will say that I saw a difference just in one feeding. So I don't know.
Are you in cocoa or you're in soil, right?
I'm in soil.
Yeah, right on.
But
what M2 did.
I have some in cocoa, but my sister's got them over her place. So
fine.
We will see how this goes. So got a couple different things going on. So
busy.
Trying to be.
Well, sounds like you're doing a great job at it. So
I think so. That, and I mean, I'm trying to be conscientious of what I'm bringing in too. So
absolutely. And speaking of bringing in, I got some new strains while I was down there. Shout out to Sequence. I got the Tropicana Cookies F2. I got the OKC and I got the Sour Melon. So we'll be adding those to the lineup. And then M2 gifted me the Blueberry Sunset, I think. I don't know this name. I'm sorry. It's an ethos.
Yeah, her and I talked about
Tucson,
The one
maybe.
Skilbo's got.
You got one too?
I
Right
can
on.
pop 'em.
He hasn't popped it yet, but
Oh,
it's the
okay,
same
so I got
strain.
a cut of it. So
It's my
you know,
on
shout out to
deck.
her. We're excited to run that.
I think that's blueberry Bubba Kush crossed with, what was it, Mandarin Sunset?
Mandarin Sunset, probably.
I figured that one of you two would know.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up. Shame on me.
It's very hard to find information on that one, actually.
Is it? Oh, it's probably because it came out of the your guys' special
Yeah.
packs, I think, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? There's actually, I think, 3 of you guys that are in the Michigan Bro.
Normish is one.
Yeah, and M2 and you. And
Mhm.
that's kind of unique, man. I mean,
Well, Sequence got in when they opened the door, so he got in
Yeah.
for a ridiculously low price.
so did
$100.
I think Normish was crazy cheap.
Yeah, I got $100, and I've probably gotten, a lot. I don't know
Yeah.
how many seeds we got in our first pack. 150 maybe.
You have like
Yeah.
20, 25 strains.
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was like 20 strains maybe. We're supposed to be getting one in August.
I thought
Yeah.
so.
That's
I
gonna
heard
be awesome.
that was like pre C19 stuff, so I don't know if they were able to pull that off now. I don't know. Hopefully. I
Yeah.
was hoping to get some auto flowers because I bet they were going to throw some autos in the next pack.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because you could still run them, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of autoflowers, I harvested my Super Lemon Haze outside my autoflower.
Ours are getting really close. Really
Yeah.
close.
And then my Northern Lights, it's got its feet all set. It's growing pretty good, man. Probably I'd say 16 inches tall now. I topped it once, but I got 3 shoots off it, which was weird. It's like it split the 2 and then threw a third real quick right away. So like a third node or another node right next to the split. So it's got 3 tops on it now. And, yeah, looking good on that one. 93 in chat. Cheers.
Awesome.
Morning.
I was chilling to the birds for a second there.
My babies already left. They left while I was gone over the weekend. They never stay around.
Yup. I
That
was
was
like that.
second set though. The mom and dad been busy.
Autoflower cup, Drove says.
Hey,
We're still looking for ideas, that's for sure.
Yeah. That'd be fast. Do that.
If everybody,
in 100 days.
if everybody pops
Well,
in at the
not
same
really.
time.
I mean, yeah, that's once again, you'd have to plan on everybody popping at the same time.
mm-hmm.
Tough. It's tough to plan it out. It would take 3 months to do an autoflower. Might as well do a photo period.
Yeah, it takes like about 100 days.
Well, yours might take 100 days, but Sally's might take 120.
Yeah.
And Joe's might be done in 39.
Yeah.
Run Tito.
I mean, I know that's a huge exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying.
Like Dro says, it's got to be a cup so that everybody can pop different auto strains.
Yep. I agree.
I was trying to think of a way that we could bring in outside judges so that all the panelists could do the whatever cup as well. That'd be fun.
Yeah, like have a sign up judging panel.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up
Yeah.
judge.
Yeah.
Like
Or like have
like peers,
patrons
judged
or
by your
Growskis be
peers.
able to be able to judge or whatever.
That's kick ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not everybody that watches the show grows, so it would definitely get them to participate.
Or can grow autos or wants to grow autos necessarily. So like maybe if we do an autoflower one and they don't want to grow autos, they could judge.
Yeah, because I can grow no autos indoors.
Never know.
I grew a 1 pound auto inside.
I'm not saying they don't have their place, but
It would definitely throw the schedule off.
not my garden. I don't have room for them. Too many pheno hunts for hash plants.
Too many pheno hunts to do. I feel you.
Yes. Yes. Current pheno hunt is on the dirty push breath.
Would you guys have time enough to plant autos right now with the season?
Not outside.
Not outside. Okay. I didn't
Not
think
without
so.
heat.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, not without heat, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I planted my last crop for auto flowers for outdoor about 3.5 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can usually, I mean, we usually like can swim still into October. So,
Your growing season is exponentially longer than mine.
yeah.
I got till about the middle of September.
I have a
That's
pack
true.
of autos. Why I'm like thinking in my head right now, could I? Do I have enough time?
Yeah, we can have snow here October 1st.
Not that we couldn't either, but you know, last year I was swimming and boating the weekend in October, so
Yeah, I
Shit.
mean, not that it would stick around, but if you have, extended periods of below 32, you're fucked.
Down in the valley, you're fine. You guys fucking sometimes don't
That's
see
rough.
snow until like the week before Christmas.
I mean, right
hell, I
now,
mean, we only got snow twice
Going-
last year, less than 2 inches. So
I got 54 degrees here where I live, and Birdwatcher lives maybe 12, 15 miles from me, and I bet you he's 8 degrees warmer because I'm in the valley.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're right next to the river area, so rivers travel through the valleys.
That's it.
It'll get real foggy in here. Beautiful area though, guys. If you ever have a chance to float down the Sable River in northern Michigan, I highly suggest it.
Does it ever get warm?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hot and humid. Lots of snow, cold and snow.
Yeah, the river sounds like it'd be cold.
It is. It
Yeah, that's what I mean. The water there is fucking never gets warm.
it never freezes, I mean, some spots freeze, but yeah, in the winter it'll be freaking 30 below, and that river's still flowing, steaming like a motherfucking boy.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really beautiful up here. I love it.
Sing to us, birds, in the
I
song
know.
of your.
I love them.
I'm high.
I am stoned. That dab did it, man. Then I smoked another joint.
I smoked
Yo,
like
then
an
you'll get
eighth
to
in
work.
those 2 joints.
I bet you did.
Going back to that ethos, don't you have the Mac S1 running from them?
I do now. So actually, let's see if I can do it with my memory. I have their white wedding in my flower room. Mac S1, Mac, Trop cookies. I think a grow off plant or 2. But yeah, so I'm running Mac and Mac S1 side by side. So that'll be an interesting little experiment. But I'm probably more excited about the white wedding, Dan. That's the wedding cake and mandarin cookies.
Ooh.
Drop.
Yeah, I think I like anything wedding cake cross, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think hopefully it's a good one.
And there's so many tasty, badass packs that you can get out there nowadays. It's like now I start to realize why a lot of these other strains have gone to the wayside. It's not because they suck. It's because people were just like we are back then. Like, man, have you tried this new stuff? Man, I gotta try to run
Yep.
that. And slowly but surely, everything gets, you know what I mean, let go of. So
You know what the thing is, when you talk about a strain, or I hear other people talk about a strain, it just sparks my interest in that strain. Now I want to try that strain, and that's just the way it's been for me personally. So yeah, when I hear you guys talk about things, man, it's like, damn, no, I want to try it. I mean, it just sparks your interest and keeps the passion alive.
Well, for the reasons that you were talking about, Skilbo, that like the strains fade away, when you see the ones that have stuck around, try to grow those because they've been around for a reason. So like Death Star, GMO, Gorilla Glue, Girl Scout cookies, like all these clone only, highly desirable strains. Try to get those and run them because they're really, really good. They didn't fall away for a reason.
Oh man, I love the GG4. It's not going anywhere because I was making a joke to somebody over the weekend, and I said the problem that I've always had with it is when I pull it down, it's the first thing that I smoke. So I'll get to the point where I get to that critical level in the jar. Whatever my yield was doesn't really matter. You just have a certain point in the jar where you start going, "Oh fuck, I'm not going to make it till the next harvest." But then you keep smoking it anyway because you're like, I can start spreading it out, and then it gets to like super critical level in the jar, and then you have to hold on to that shit or just burn it up. So
No, and then you turn perpetual and you solved all those problems.
exactly.
I was gonna say I'm harvesting now, and every time I harvest, I still have a bunch. So I don't know. I'm doing good now. I'm liking that.
Yeah, I
life.
definitely have to say perpetual has been much more rewarding as far as maintaining the supply, a little bit more demanding. There are a
Especially
lot
if you're
of
running
smaller
GMO.
supplies, but
Think about running a GMO thing where now you're committed for 77 days.
yeah,
If you
no,
were monocropping that or whatever, that starts getting to the point where you're like, fuck.
I did both. So I grew GMO in a perpetual garden like you normally wouldn't do with other strains in the same cycle. So I harvested like half of the room and then harvested the GMO 2 weeks later. So I was like on a 2 week cycle there for a second. So it like scheduled it even better with the GMO being in there. So I liked how it worked out.
I see chat's showing a lot of love to the GG4 as well.
yes, yeah, I'm like day 10 of flower on my last set. I just flipped, so yeah, I'm waiting 4 days more before I can flip my next set. It's like, son of a bitch, they're gonna get so much bigger in 4 days. So it's like sometimes I gotta hold myself back from flipping them, or else they turn into a monocrop. So a little self-control too sometimes. Planning.
Yeah, there's going to be like a great turnover. I've had so many really good things come into my garden. So whether it came through clone or I'm holding the pack to it, that I'm going to let some things go, but the GG4 is probably one of the only things that'll stay. So maybe some of the other ones will still, but I've got to let some of the other shit go back into circulation with everybody else and get back to trying to find something that really, really does the trick.
We have a large run of the Primal Punch F1 going through. Coming up, not this flip in 4 days, but the following flip. So that one will be really
That's exciting, dude.
Yeah. We got 12. They're in 1 gallon overstuff easy swap pots now, ready for 3 gallons. So we're gonna do noise, and those plants get huge.
I just did that yesterday with them, and I went from 1s to 3s, and I can't wait to go in there and take a peek at them after the show.
I'm going to do a full monocrop flower run for the first time, I think, ever in this location of my cross, the Crescendo cross with the Deep Chunk F12 and Royal White Cherry.
Ooh,
so I'm really excited.
Try some of that.
Yeah, so that'd be the Pheno Hunt run. So hopefully we can all try it, and you guys can tell me what the best one is. Narwhal is also testing one.
Shoot me some beans, man. I'll drop some beans.
They're all out. They're all gone. It's very
wow.
Yeah, I made it outdoors last year.
Right on.
Yeah, but it worked really well, and they all germed. I have 6 females, so I'm gonna run 6 under a light, and we'll see how it goes.
Now you just paintbrushed those when you did that, right?
Yeah, so I paintbrushed them with the pollen that I got from Spain paintbrushed them outdoors, and didn't pollinate any of the other outdoor plants. Only pollinated one branch, didn't pollinate the rest, so it was all smokable. It was good. Yeah, crescendo.
Now, did you harvest that branch later or the whole plant at the same time? Just out of curiosity.
I did harvest that branch later because I
Okay.
let it go like fully mature. I let it get snowed on and stuff.
Right on. That's cool. Do you have pics? I'll have to go check your Instagram.
I'm not sure. I probably don't.
Oh, what a shame. I like to see buds with snow on it. Not mine, but
Go to Red's page.
Red's
and
got
you'll
one.
see him. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, this summer or this spring he had a volunteer plant.
Shot up on its own. Love it. We are coming up on that time, guys.
Wow, today's episode flew by. It's probably the dad.
Up with the dab.
Dude.
Fresh Cut says having all the Growmies to sample and judge makes pheno hunts really effective, I bet. And yeah, that's how we selected the crescendo, my crescendo. I had all of the panelists smoke it at once. We picked her.
Well, it's cool because let's say that you send it around the horn, you're still holding cuts. Something could really be my medicine and blow me away. And even if nobody else thinks it's the winner, I can get a cut off of it and I can make it mine. So he's already done the heavy lifting for me. I already know what I'm getting out of it. So that's like an extra bonus to it all.
For sure, man. I just wish I lived closer than 4 hours from you guys.
Ugh.
Same.
But, you know,
We would hang out a lot.
oh, yeah, man, for sure. But you know what? I'll definitely be showing up at all your fucking events. That's for sure.
Hey, thank you.
For sure.
Well, guys, we did another one of these things. Thank you for joining us. Wake and Bake with the Growskis, episode 14. Where can everyone find you, Tara?
Tara Wilson, 1409 on Instagram. I want to give a huge shout out to Michigan Medicated for winning. Abolished Farms, Massey. I want to give a big shout out to them. Big shout out to Nutrient Shootouts for hosting. Very gracious. Thank you very much for having all of us. We loved coming over and being able to share time with everybody. Great weekend. Thanks, you guys. And I hope everybody has a good day. Thanks, chat. And appreciate everybody that joins us in the morning for our Wake and Bake. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tara. Dan, you have any shout outs? You want to tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram. Find me at Michigan Bros Grow Show. Sunday nights, 9 p.m. You can find me Thursday morning, 6 a.m. The Wake and Bake here, guys. Just want to say thanks, man. Thanks, chat, for sharing your morning with us. Having a toke and a smoke. Listen to us grabble about our days and the bird shit rain on top of me, man. And until next Thursday, man, this is where I'll be with these gentlemen.
You're so high, you sound sad.
No, man, I'm ripped.
He was just hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
That Yeti Stash sour apple is just phenomenal, man. Shout out to Yeti Stash. I wish I could have spent more time chatting with you guys. And it was so loud in that little tiny room. Everything. I kept saying, what? But yeah, great times. Thanks for the week, guys.
Thank you, Dan. Scobo, sir, what do you think?
I think that it's really been a good morning and I've been able to get properly medicated. So let's go get it, guys. We're right on 8 o'clock. I hope that everybody is properly woken and boken. And now let's get to bucking token.
Hey, guys, have a great day. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Thank you, Rasta K, for joining the Grow Me Brotherhood or whatever the hell we're going to call it. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We ain't pros at this. We really appreciate you guys for joining us. We'll be back.